Yo guys, what's going on? This is Yorkie here and welcome to the end of this season here with Leeds United. Season number 4, I think. Season number 4, if I'm correct. Could be completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's season number 4. And we are in the Europa League final in this episode. So everybody be prepared for some chaos in the Europa League final against Anderlecht. So we have kind of got, although we played big teams, we had to beat Milan and Leicester to get here. We've kind of, and Monaco as well, let's remember that. We've kind of got an okay final. Anderlecht is certainly a team I would expect us to beat. But if you didn't see the last episode, go back and watch it because I'm going to spoil it for you right now. And Chris Wood at Burnley completely undid us. And that was a game that I definitely thought we should win. We've got 2 Prem games in this one as well as we take on Aston Villa and Watford. But we are going to say, boys, please smash the subscribe button if you are new around here because the channel keeps on growing. And we've nearly hit 1K. We're really close. It's really nice and we're really close. But let's go and pick the team for today's game against Villa. We're going to try and fly through the games. Of course, not the Anderlecht game. We're going to try and fly through the Prem games because we've got the end of season review to do. And then to see how much money they're going to give us for the new season. I'm still not sure if we win the Europa League, if we get Champions League football. But if it is like real life, and we do, maybe that means a much bigger budget. A big final coming up around the corner, but I think it's a 5-day break. I think it's a 5-day break in between, so this will be the side to take on Aston Villa. It's a strong team. We know it's a strong team. We've got some great players in this team now. I think we're going to be looking for the middle of the park in the next window and maybe one more striker, but definitely the centre of the park is where we could do with some reinforcements at this stage. I noticed as the game's got more and more that Cherky and Smith Rowe are basically the only 2 cams that we've got, and we could certainly use more in that position. We're a little bit weak in the centre of the park. This is Aston Villa's setup. They're a decent side. They've got some good strength. I'm not going to underestimate them like we did Burnley. I want to get a win in this one. Kind of is as I expected. Aston Villa are going to play very defensive here. It's a little worry because we've struggled, haven't we, to break down really good defensive sides. So it'll be interesting to see how good they are at the back. That'll be the big question. How good are they going to be at the back? And I want Florian Wirtz to run into that space. And I've got him running into that space and firing off the shot. And the goalkeeper will save it. That's a nice, bright start. A good run from Florian as well. Again, he's someone we really need to try and bring back next season, in my opinion. The problem is if we get a budget similar to what we've been getting, I don't think we'd afford him. Maybe then we look at bringing him back on loan. That could be a potential route that we go down, bring him back on loan. Cherky now's done really well there. Taylor's going to try and whip that one in. Rodrigo is in the box. Taylor's not very good at getting height on the ball, which is a little bit frustrating when he whips them in. We could have done better there. Their switch play so far from Villa has been very nice, but Robin Koch does fantastically there. Dangerous free kick now for Villa. Conceded these before. Fuchs will take it and score it. If you don't move the goalkeeper, you tend to always concede them. And there we go, 1-0 down here against Aston Villa. I'd say we were the better side, but it's been a very even game. Aston Villa take the lead. Christian Fuchs there with a goal. Great free kick. You can almost guarantee it. Almost guarantee it, honestly. If it's in that kind of position, it was never a free kick anyway. But if it's in that kind of position, they're going to score it. And that's been the case. Unless you move the goalkeeper, which I don't really like doing because you're always going to save it then. So there's no 50-50 to it. I want there to be a bit of a 50-50 to that situation. I don't even think Christian Fuchs is the world's best free kick taker. Pavon now finds Taylor. So he's going to try and whip it across, but he just takes that heavy touch again. I'm getting very frustrated here out on the wing with Taylor. We're putting him in some really good positions, and he keeps taking this really heavy touch before trying to cross the ball in. Spot the run there of Cherky. He's going to try and whip it back across towards Rodrigo. Might land to Florian Wirtz on the volley and in the back of the net. In off the post, and that is exactly why we need to try and re-sign this man. That is exactly why we need to try and re-sign him. What a finish. What a goal this is. Beautiful stuff. Cherky's ball in was nice. Finally get a decent ball in. Florian's volley. Whew. What a goal. And the ref has given a penalty here. I can't believe this. I can't believe he's given a penalty for this. This is a joke. It's going to be what I imagine to be 2-1. We're not very good from penalties. But I can't believe he's given a pen for this. We've just gone in as we normally would, and I don't know. It seems really soft. Really, really soft. And this is going to be a chaotic game. Bertrand Traore. We're going to go right, and he's gone left. And there we go. 2-1 Aston Villa. Just as we got back in the game, they're back in front. Sloppy penalty given away that I'm not even sure was a pen. Frustration. What's he going to do? Try and play it into Rodrigo. Rodrigo back to Smith Rowe. Fires off the shot. Couldn't get much on it. Lamperty then will try and whip that one back into Pavon. Gets his head on it, but it's wide. Putting the pressure back on them. The best we can anyway. Still a little bit bitter and frustrated that we're 2-1 down here, to be honest with you. I don't even think we've played that bad. Not too far from Pavon. Pavon there. Finds Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz back to Pavon. Taylor. He's found Pavon. Back across. Oh, that's just wide. That is just wide. We are creating a lot of issues for them here. I'm not going to lie. We're playing some good football, but you've got to find the back of the net a little bit better. Nice ball through the legs from Taylor, and maybe Pavon should have whipped it across for Rodrigo. There we go, half-time. I'm not quite sure how, but we are 2-1 down. Florian Wirtz scored for us to get us back into it after a Christian Fuchs free kick. Then another set piece for Aston Villa. Bertrand Traore. They've had 3 shots, only 2 on target. Find themselves with 2 goals. We've had 6-4 on target, only 1. And it's just typical. But we need to try and get ourselves back into this in the second half. I think we've got enough about us. We played pretty well that first half. Rodrigo now. We do have some numbers. Rodrigo's going to go out alone. Rodrigo! Oh, what a save from the goalkeeper. What a save from the keeper there. He went it alone. I think it was the right choice as well. There weren't really a suitable pass on. Smith Rowe maybe. But this is a decent shot. Well saved. Pavon there's found Taylor. This could be a good ball in. It's just really difficult when they've got Tyrone Mings up there. He's a man mountain. I'm finding it very difficult. He's the only defender that I think I'm finding it difficult against here right now. It's Tyrone Mings. John McGinn there trying to take down Smith Rowe. Could have done with the run of Lamperty, to be honest with you. Find Pavon on the inside. Pavon tries to slide it into Florian Wirtz, and it's just a brick wall there at the back. Smith Rowe waits and waits. Finds Florian Wirtz, who will wait and wait as well to try and play that into Lamperty. Lamperty back across to Smith Rowe. He wasn't there to get on it. Florian Wirtz maybe on the volley. Straight to and by. Goalkeeper's having a pretty decent day, but it wasn't a great shot. Wesley did brilliantly there. Rodrigo might be in here. Rodrigo! Straight at the keeper. He's got to be kicking himself. That was the opportunity. Lance to McGinn, does it? Doesn't. Back to Trezeguet. Gonna whip it in. Allen up against Wesley. Wesley heads it over the bar. I think that's their first attack of this half. Jimmy Doku's been found there now. Whips it across to Timothy Weah. Fresh on the pitch. Deflected. Deflected into the arms of the goalkeeper, though. Oh, they've made a mistake here. Rafinha's ended up on the ball. He fires it across. And it's Tyrone Mings. It's nearly their own goal. But it wasn't good enough. And there we go. Leeds United will lose this Premiership game 2-1. So that's back-to-back defeats in the Prem. A 3-0 to Burnley. A 2-1 today to Villa. 2 set pieces. A little bit of BS, really. Was never a penalty. And those free kicks often go in unless you move the goalkeeper. But it is what it is. We had enough opportunities. They sat deep the entire match. You can see there, 10 shots, 8 on target. We have to be scoring them. Very frustrating. We're going to a Europa League final now. Luckily, we've been good in Europe recently. But the league form at the end of the year here has been poor. I can't help but think that maybe it's to do with tired legs and strength in depth to some degree. But there you go. We will most likely now finish 7th, which is carbon copy of last season. And not that bad considering that we had all the extra games in Europe this year. But at the same time, frustrating. It doesn't look like we're going to progress any further in the league. 2 losses in a row in the league as well, which is just... I mean, that's what makes it so bitterly disappointing when you look at the teams we've lost to. 3-0 thumping against Burnley, already relegated, and then that result there against Aston Villa. You know, you can't be doing that. You just cannot be doing that. We need to have better performances. And maybe next season, we do need more strength in depth. As the players got tired, it got harder and harder. Here we go then, boys. The big one, really. All that's left to play for this season is pretty much this game. Again, I do feel like we've been pretty lucky with the draw we've got here. They do have some good players. Don't get me wrong. Some good players in the middle of the park. Some good players going forward. Diamata is going to be a problem. I could just feel it. They've got Vlap as well on the bench. Velasco on the bench as well. There's some decent players. They've got a good team, but we definitely are the stronger side in this one. In my opinion, we have the better squad, and we need to show that in this game. We need to showcase it because the Prem form has been dreadful, but this would make up for that bad form if we could get a brilliant result here against Vincent Kompany's boys. Well, here we are then, boys. Europa League final, and weirdly, we're at Ellen Road. I'm not going to complain. We've got home advantage. The Europa League final is being held at Ellen Road. I am not going to complain at that. It's just a bit strange. Maybe it just doesn't allocate the correct stadiums. I don't know. The pitch looks dreadful for this one as well. Doesn't look great. But nonetheless, The prospect is beat Anderlecht. We lift our first trophy in the series. Don't beat Anderlecht, and it's going to have been a bad end to the season. I can't complain because we made it to a Europa League final. I cannot complain at that, and we've beaten some good sides on our way here. But this is the kind of game we should be winning. Hopefully the boys are up for it. I certainly am. Timothy Weah will get this one kicked off. That's why he joined the club. Big moments like this one today. I'm sure he'll be excited for this one. A little bit of a change in squad from the Villa game. It was a little bit frantic as well, the Villa match. And I'm hoping that we have a different end result in this one, if we're being honest. I'm hoping it's a little bit less frantic. We played way less frantic when we played against AC Milan, and that did us some huge favours. The plus side in this one, there won't be any sitting deep. That is not a bad ball to Rafinha, and surely that would have been a foul. Rafinha, though, is going to be allowed to weigh in a cross, and we'll take an early corner. Oh, we've got very lucky here. Timothy Weah back across to Cherky. This is nice play. Pavon's there, but I'm pretty sure he's offside. Cherky with a shot. Miles wide. First shot of the game, miles wide. But nice bit of play there. We won the ball back, and there was some space. I think maybe he should have tried to drill it into Pavon first time. I was just nervous that he was offside. Very tentative start so far. That's a nice ball to Timothy Weah if he can get to it. Nice idea, nice ball. Just couldn't get to it, could I? Just could not get to the football there. They're making life very difficult here at the moment. It's very scrappy. It's what you'd expect from a final, though, I guess. It's been very scrappy so far. No one really truly getting a foothold in the game. Sama now. Knew he had Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe knew he had Timothy Weah. The problem is now, who's Timothy Weah got with him? He did have Lasama in the end. He'll drag that back to Lasama, who will look to whip that in first time, and Pavon is in there. Sama then back across to Cherky. He tries to fire that one through. Nothing doing. Good from Phillips. Even better from Timothy Weah. Might find Rafinha. Turns, shoots. Straight at the keeper. Need to be getting closer for the shot there, don't we, really? Timothy Weah. He had Pavon. Pavon's driven into the box with it. Can he fire the ball across? He can. Nearly lands to Cherky. Nearly lands to Rafinha. The end Anderlecht can clear. Timothy Weah now. Oh, he knew he had Pavon. If Pavon gets to this, he might do. Oh, he's offside. Was he offside? Oh, he was. It was so close. That could have been a big moment there. Pavon now. He's got options. It's close towards the end of the half. We're going to use those options. He's going to still use those options. Christian Pavon. Oh, 1-0 just before the end of the half. Would have been beautiful. That was a big moment there. We used the runs of everybody else to create ourselves the space. Thanks to Rafinha and Timothy Weah. And it was a decent shot as well. Well saved by the goalkeeper. There is a corner, though. And Pavon's going to whip the corner in. Can he do? No one's going to get to that. It was a poor corner. Lasama will take the ball on. No, he won't. 0-0 here in the first half. Really tentative, as you'd expect in a final. I think we've been the better side. We need to find the breakthrough, though, here at home. He needs more options, doesn't he, here at the moment? Christian Pavon. He's going to have it in Lasama. Lasama now. Driving forward. Whips it across. Timothy Weah. There we go. 1-0 Leeds United. Just like that in the final. We needed that moment. Pavon's been brilliant in this game. I've got to give that to him. Pavon has been superb in this game. But Timothy Weah makes it 1-0 in the big moment. And is that a step? Is that a hand on the trophy? Is it? Is it? Maybe. Maybe. Lasama's ball in was brilliant for once. And Timothy Weah doesn't miss those. Good ball in. Diamata. Oh, my God. Just like that. Oh, my God. Leaky Leeds again. Diamata, in the space of seconds from the first goal, has made it 1-1. Just an easy cross in. No one deals with Diamata's run. No one deals with the crosser. And there we go. 1-1, just like that. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. You go from feeling so good. This is from the kickoff, basically. It's a good ball forward. Lamperty doesn't get out to him quick enough. The ball in is nice. There we go. 1-1. Oh, they've made a mistake. They've made a mistake. Rafinha needs to get it across. He can't. It won't be a throw-in either. And Lamperty's going to find himself back on the ball. Can we do from this position? Smith Rowe now. He knew he had Lasama. He can't find him, but Pavon's going to pick this one up. Can Pavon do in this position? Needs a bit of help, doesn't he? Tries to go past his man, and is that a penalty? He's given a penalty. We'll take that all day long. Christian Pavon has earned himself a penalty. Oh, this is massive. This is, what a 10 minutes. What a second half this has been. This could be 3 goals already. Good footwork from him. Good dribbling. Tries to go past his man. It's a very light one. It's a very light one, but hey, we've been in this situation before. The problem is here for me is that I'm not very good at these. Please score, Pavon. Please score. Will he score? Oh, it's saved. Oh, no, it's not saved. It's in. It's not saved. It's in. It was that good of a penalty. The keeper nearly got his fingertips on it, but it was that good of a penalty. You're not going to stop that thunderbolt there from Pavon. I'm still unsure whether it was a pen or not, but I'm not going to complain. And then this is the greatest replay you'll ever see known to man. Fantastic stuff. He hit it with such power. The big question now is holding the lead, isn't it, really? In this situation, just hold the lead. It was great for us to get in the lead twice now. You've just got to hold it in this situation and hope for the best. Now, they're going to pile forward. We know that much. There might be room for us to exploit that as the game goes on. You can already see they're pumping bodies forward. If you can exploit that, then they're in trouble. Look at how many men they've got forward here. Go on, Pavon. I'm going to slide that one into you. Pavon, back across for Timothy Weah. Oh, he's going to be offside. He's going to be offside. Weah had space to run into, and I should have done. We're going to make a sub. We're going to be smart about this. Great game for Turkey. Allen is going to come on. He's going to hold in the midfield. He's not going to play DM, but he's going to play more of a centre mid role. I think that should help us out a little bit in this one because we need the buddies back. We've got plenty forward because they're going to commit so many men forward. We've got to be cautious. Oh, Rafinha's done brilliantly there to find Lamperty. He's going to whip it in. Timothy Weah, and that should be the game. That should be the game. A double for Timothy Weah in such a big moment for the club. And that really does help me believe that we need to have faith in him as the next season goes on. He may have not been this unbelievable goal scorer this season, but he has got it in him when you put it on a plate for him. That is superb play from the boys, and Weah slots it home. 3-1, and I feel like maybe we can start to believe that we are going to be lifting this trophy. Well, Luke Ayling's going to come on now, purely because Lamperty is knackered. We're going to take this corner kick. Timothy Weah's in there. It'd be a hat-trick! Oh, it's off the line, and he can't get the follow-up. Has he given another pen? No, I don't think he has. He nearly got the follow-up. I think that's been given against us. Great header from him. Nearly gets to the follow-up. Unlucky off the line there from Anderlecht. They've kind of fallen apart, haven't they, since the penalty. They're still piling bodies forward here now, Anderlecht. Good bit of play. Can they do? Oh, it's landed kindly to them, and it's a good save from Stefan. I don't know if he knew much about it. Landed very kindly for them. It's a good save in the end. They'll have a corner here. The game's got very scrappy. They've got a free kick here now of Anderlecht. They're going to loft that one in. It's a bad ball in. Well, they could be in trouble here. We've got bodies coming forward. Timothy Weah is not stupid. He's going to give it to Allen. Allen's going to keep going here. Allen might go all the way. Allen might go all the way. And there we go. Surely game over. What a finish that is by Allen as well. He's not known for his goal-scoring prowess. More of his hard work and effort in midfield. He's been well, he hasn't had it put on a plate. He had a lot of run to do here. And it's a great finish. Look at this. He just slots it bottom corner. What a finish. 4-1 Leeds. And I think the Europa League is ours. It's not all over yet, because they do have a free kick here. They're going to whip it in nicely, but Luke Ayling's up there. Oh, Rafinha's going to be able to break. I know Rafinha's going to be able to break. We've got a lot of fresh... Oh, God, look at this. Look at this. Allen might be getting himself another. Allen! Oh, it's saved. What a save by the keeper. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. The first bit of silverware. Look at Stevie G. He's absolutely beside himself. The first bit of silverware here for Leeds United in this series. We got to lift it at home. I do feel for Anderlecht. They've done really well to get to this stage and get to a final. We were just a better team on the night. We had more weapons. And as soon as they started attacking us as much as they did, it was so easy. Look at Allen there. He slid home a cool, calm and collected finish with Timothy Weah and Stefan. Maybe Stefan we sign on a permanent as well if we can negotiate a cheap enough deal. I would love to have him back on a permanent. Look at us there lifting the trophy. Pretty sure it shouldn't be Salcedo. It should be Calvin Phillips. He's the captain. Whatever, Pez, it's absolutely fine. I've got zero issues with that whatsoever. And the unfortunate thing is the celebrations in this stadium aren't that good. But that's just what you need to see. That's not what you need to see, is it? But a fans going wild is what we need to see. And I'm very happy. Leeds United, Europa League winners. Hopefully, that means Champions League football for the boys. Christian Pavon there had a really big hand in today's result. and today's victory, as he kind of has his hat. He's a wizard. He is a wizard. Wow, the animations are bad. But anyway, at least we've got our first trophy in the cabinet, boys. There we go. The first one done and dusted and in the cabinet. That was an unbelievable feeling as they went more attacking and we could just dominate the game. It felt very, very good. I couldn't be happier with that result. I have to be honest with you. I could not be happier with that result there. Now, we do have one more game to go. Is there any negotiations for me? There's not. We do have one more game to go. Hang on a minute. Did we have extra money there? No, I don't think we do. There's one more game to go, and I'm kind of tempted to sim it, boys. We don't often sim in this series. There's going to be more than enough footage and highlights, and then us going through the next season. We can jump to sixth. We can jump to sixth, but I think we skip this match. We're going to skip it. It'll be the first time we've skipped one. Let's see what result we get. We do get a 1-0 win against Watford. Pretty much as expected. Did Leicester win as well? Let's check their result. Leicester won. So we moved no position whatsoever. We stay in 7th. The big game of this one really was the Europa League final. And as the season's gone, I would like to progress through them a little bit quicker. So the odd skipped game here and there now might be something that happens. But anyway, happy days. Burnley, Palace and Watford go down. You know, it's been a good season. I was a little bit gutted to finish 7th again, but we finished 7th and been very close to Leicester, Man United. It could have gone a different way. We could have ended up with the Champions League football that we craved, but we might still have it. First trophy in the cabinet, and that's a big thing for this series. To get that first one in the cabinet, huge. The team of the season does see Meslier in it and Florian Wirtz. We need bringing back, boys. Surely. Let me know what you think in the comments, but surely we need to bring back Florian Wirtz. Superb for us this season. Really good. 83 rated. So good on the ball. He's a pleasure. He's an absolute pleasure to use. So we could really do with him coming back for another year. At least another year. I'd like to sign him permanently, though. But here we go. The first trophy in the cabinet here for Stevie G. And it's the Europa League. It's a big one, that one. That was a big one. And I'm really proud of the boys because our Europa League run this season has been fantastic. Yes, we've had patches in the league where I've not been overly happy with the boys. But that Europa League run, superb. And I think if we can turn some of the draws that we had this year into wins, we could be a top 4 side every season. I do think we need to improve the squad, though, quite a bit. So here we go, the stats that we need to take a look at after this season. Now, I think it's been a good year for a lot of the boys. You can see certain players played a lot more. Cooch kind of got phased out this year with Lamperty coming in. Allen, Smith Rowe, Cherky. See, the problem is for me here, Smith Rowe, Cherky, 45 games each. That's too many games for them. And although they're superstars, they're big for the club, we need to be giving them more support. And I think we had some tired legs in certain games, like the Burnley game, like the Aston Villa game. I think if we didn't have those tired legs, we might have been able to go on and nick it. Allen playing a fair share of games this season, though. Smith Rowe with 3 assists, 1 goal. Cherky with 3 goals, 4 assists. I'm happy with it. They played big parts in the team this year. Jeremy Doku, there's a question mark on whether we should sell him. I still don't think we should sell him. I think he's been very good for us. 4 goals, 3 assists, 36 games. In the end, he did play quite a lot, but I think he saw more off the bench this year than expected. Of course, with Rafinha starting most games. Pavon, 43 games. What a signing he's been. 10 goals, 6 assists. Rodrigo, another good year for him. 35 appearances, 13 goals, 4 assists. I'm happy with him. He's had a great year. Stefan, superb backup goalkeeper. Couldn't have asked for a better backup goalkeeper. Diakate again. Played a lot of games, but it's expectant. Lamperty, 32 games. Calvin Phillips, 49. This is where, again, we go to we're a bit too weak in midfield. 49 games. I would imagine that Calvin Phillips then has played some part in near enough every single game this season. We will have played more than 49, I would have thought, but near enough played his part. But in 24 appearances with 8 goals, Timothy Weah. I'm extremely happy with that. I think he's come in and he had an impact. He scored important goals in important times. I'm happy with that. Murillo, less games this year. Ayling, of course, less games. Sulemana, 30 games, 6 goals, 2 assists. He's still kicking on, but maybe not the player we need. I mean, Pavon is better than him, and by quite a long stretch. Pavon can create more. He's better on the ball, and maybe just not as strong. But Sulemana's strength hasn't really stood us in good stead. I think, if anything, we'd use Sulemana as a backup striker, to be honest with you. Pervader there, 5 appearances. Palacio, of course, we're trying to sell for extra funds. Ryan Edmondson, 11, 2 assists. Not a single goal this season for Edmondson. Go to Dejan Jelovic, 24 appearances, 4 goals, 4 assists. I'm pretty happy with the youngster from the bench. He did what he needed to do when he came on the pitch. Rafinha there, 31 appearances, 10 goals, 2 assists. His output is fantastic for the amount of games he plays. There's no doubt about it. He's got 10 goals. He's been all important from that wing position this year. But someone who came in and was very special this year, and special to me, is Florian Wirtz. 36 appearances, 11 goals, 5 assists. I would say in a ratio, he's got the best out of everybody in the squad this year. That doesn't mean he was the best player in the team this year, but certainly we got the best out of him, which instantly makes me think we need to re-sign him. Florian can play on the left, can play on the right, can play at cam. We need to utilize someone who can play all those positions. He would be a perfect addition to the squad should we be able to sign him. Now, there is the Europa League as well, so we got the overall. We can break it down who did well in what, but I don't think we particularly need to do that. I think everything's... I'm happy. When we look at Premiership appearances, though, what would be nice to see is Smith Rowe, 33. Pavon, 29. Where's Calvin Phillips? 32. So, he didn't play every Prem game, which makes me feel a little bit better. But still maybe a little bit too many. I would like more rotation. I think with Europe, it's a little bit more difficult when you've got Europe. You need to have that level of rotation. Now, we are going to go through the squad real quick here and look and see if anyone needs to be re-signed. Taylor's in the last year of his deal. I think we renew his contract. I think this is the right time to renew them as well. We'll just go with what they offer. I'm pretty happy that he'll accept it. Then we renewed Taylor's contract. Certain players who were in the last year, like Cherky there, we definitely renewed Cherky's contract. His value has gone up hugely, and he's very happy at the club. So we definitely renegotiate players like Cherky. Seems to be more money on the transfer budget, which is a bit of a strange thing. Doku's fine for now, although potentially want a bigger release fee. I hope Doku can still play a major part in the club. I really do. I love Doku. I think he's been brilliant for us. Who we got here? Sulemana. We will renew his contract as well. It's not too bad. He's not valued very highly, which is strange. This is a weird thing, right? He's an 80 rated player. He's not old by any stretch of the imagination, and he's not rated very highly, which I find really strange. We've got Palacio, who we're trying to move on. Edmondson, Jelovic there as well, going to be in his last year next year. We'll certainly renew his contract as well. He's very handy to have to come off the bench. He is very handy. Rafinha there, we've still got some time left. So that'll be the contracts done and dusted. I'm excited to see what money we're going to be given. All right, so the club rankings has been updated, and we've jumped quite a bit. I think we were 90-something, now at 71. I still think we should be higher. We won the Europa League. It's not going to help us when it comes to signing players, that's for sure. I think we should be higher, but 71, that's not bad. I will take that. So we got some offers from teams here. We've got Wolves, Copenhagen. Obviously, we're going to renew our contract with Leeds. Leicester as well as San Jose Earthquakes. Is it Jose or Jose? I don't know. But we are just going to renew here at Leeds United. I'm very, very happy with my contract there, and I want to stay there for the foreseeable future. So here we go then, boys. We go forward to next season. I'm excited to see what happens this year. Honestly, I enjoy the start of the new seasons. Norwich, Cardiff and Brentford come up now. I think we've got Norwich's and Brentford's. We'll have to get Cardiff's stadium, which shouldn't be a problem. Should be okay. The 2024-25 season is now underway, and we all know what we need to know here, don't we? We all know what we need to know. How much money are they going to give me? And do we have Champions League football? I think that's probably the biggest thing that we need to find out first. Do we have Champions League football? I think that'll be my instant idea. We will check the schedule. How about we aim for a berth in the Champions League? I agree with that. I do genuinely think we should be pushing now for Champions League football. I would like to get that. Now, I instantly see that, well, we play in the Super Cup against Juve. We also start our season against Manchester United. So 2 very, very difficult games. But the big question is, do we have Europe? Now, it might not tell us instantly about Europe. We are going to be in the Champions League next season, lads. We've got to be in the Champions League. That's the group stage match day 2. So it's the first match day. We are a Champions League team. Leeds United, for the first time in such a long time, will be in the Champions League. I'm very excited about that, but are we going to have a Champions League level budget? I'm going to be devastated if we don't. Negotiations. Oh, my God, boys. Oh my God. What is this, PES? What is this? Why don't they give you no money? Right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to get our own money. What have we got in here, right? Frank Ribery. We'll sign him. We're going to try and get our own money. I don't know if this works. Oh my God. I've basically got no salary budget left now. I've basically got no salary budget left. We're going to try and sell some of these youth players and use them to fund the financial situation. But I have to be honest with you, lads. If I cannot sell these players, and this is going to be the budget for this season, and I hate to say this, but if this is going to be the budget for this season, I like what happened in the Spurs series, I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to find any enjoyment not being able to build this team to play in the Champions League. So we will try and sell the youngsters. Hopefully Palacio goes. That could be 40 million in the kitty. He's already up for transfer list. And hopefully, do I need to do this? Only accept offers that exceed. No, we're just going to have open to offers and on the transfer list. I don't think I need to add anything else. We'll add now Ribery to that as well. And hopefully, does he come in instantly? We might have to skip forward a day before he actually comes in. Right, so I'm going to add Ribery here. And we've got Palacio already on the transfer list, right? And we're going to see what happens. I'm just going to end these because this determines whether we continue this series, boys. This determines whether we continue this series because I can't keep doing this and just have no money because we're not going to progress enough. This series will be going on forever because we just can't progress enough. And if we have to leave it on winning the Europa League, I'm okay with that. I am okay with it. Let's go forward now and just see if we can sell these two boys. Just see if we can sell these two players. Well, we've still got no negotiations. I've gone forward over a month here. And still not a single negotiation for the two players we need to sell, even though we've listed them. I don't know how quickly players sell, but we've had Palacio transfer listed for, well, since we signed him in January, right? We're going to go up to the date of the Super Cup. We're going to go up to the date of the Super Cup and see if we've got a bid here. I'm hoping, I really am hoping here, that there's going to be one for those two boys. There is not. There is not. And Palacio, sorry, has been transfer listed now for since January last year. That is going to be it for this series, boys. I'm devastated. I know that you guys might have your own opinions on it. We haven't been given any money the entire time we've been here. We've scrimped and scraped to kind of get by and do what we can do. But this season, we finally got Champions League football. They've given us a transfer budget that lower than last year. And the salary budget is non-existent. It's not fun. I want these series to be fun, and this isn't fun. I think from now on, we will start with a larger budget and then just choose how much of it we spend. I think that might make sense. But I just don't know if we're going to be able to move these players on. And considering how long Palacio's been transfer listed and we haven't had a single bid for him, I don't think we are going to just be able to move them on without using them. And I think that's just going to be the case. So I'm gutted. I'm absolutely gutted. But at least we can end this series by winning the Europa League. And now we can put into place what we're going to do for the next series. It's going to be France. I'm going to come up with some ideas. At the minute, I'm toying between the idea of maybe doing Marseille or Lyon and selling Depay and doing it without Depay, or maybe just moving Depay out. That's what I'm thinking about at the moment. And let me know what you guys think down below. Of course, we can't have it. It can't be too long term. It can't be like this. This has been going on now for nearly 6 months, and I'm really proud of this save. But at the same time, I'm bloody gutted that we've got to give it up, boys. We've got to give the save up. But it's not fun when you just keep not getting any budget, considering the position we're in. I'm all up for difficult and hard saves, but to just be given nothing and then to be in the Champions League is it's really bitterly disappointing. Thank you very much for watching, boys. I appreciate the support over this entire series. I'm gutted it's ending this way, the same as the Spurs series did. I just pray that PES sort this out. One, at least let me know what contributes to my financial situation. And two, explain to me how I have less budget when I get Champions League football, win a cup final, and still finish 7th in the league than the season before. You know, it needs to be fixed. It certainly makes long-term saves on PES difficult and smaller team saves very difficult. But thank you very much for watching, boys. Take it easy. If you're new around here, please hit that subscribe button. It would mean a lot. We're on the road to 1K. I will see you in the new series.